Attention passionate New York Giants fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on New York Giants' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true New York Giants fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and New York Giants fans. Let's get to the news, all right. Folks, hold on to your hats, because what I'm about to tell you could be one of the biggest and most surprising rumors of the NFL season, especially for Giants fans who are already longing for a shake-up that could propel this team back to the top. There's buzz swirling around the possibility of Christian McCaffrey, the Swiss Army knife of the 49ers offense, potentially making his way to the Big Apple. Yes, I know, it sounds like a scene straight out of a blockbuster, but the NFL is full of surprises, and this one could reshape the NFC East landscape in ways we haven't seen in years. Sources indicate that the San Francisco 49ers, currently sitting at an 8-4 record, are weighing some tough decisions. The team has a cap situation that's a bit tight, roughly $42, $1 million after their recent extension for Brock Purdy, which has slightly limited their flexibility. Despite that, there's talk of the Niners exploring a blockbuster trade that could send McCaffrey to the Giants in exchange for a first-round pick and a third-round pick in the 2026 NFL Draft. It might sound crazy, but the logic behind this move makes some sense, especially considering the 49ers' desire to bolster their offensive line, particularly after allowing an average of 30 sacks per game this season. Now, why would the 49ers part ways with a player who's been a linchpin in their offense? Well, there's a lot of details at play here. For starters, the 49ers are eyeing a strong extension for offensive tackle Williams, who's been crucial in the trenches. They also need to address their depth at wide receiver and defensive back, positions where they're looking to rebuild. The team's cap situation, though tight, might still allow for a strategic move like this, especially if they believe they can get a significant return. McCaffrey, after all, has been a game-changer, transforming the 49ers' offense into one of the most explosive units in the league this year. His 2023 campaign has been nothing short of spectacular, rushing for over 459 yards and 14 touchdowns with an impressive 5.2 yards after contact per attempt. His PFF grade of 89.5 reflects his dominance, and he's consistently been a mismatch nightmare for defenses, whether rushing or catching. But what about the Giants? Well, this kind of move could be a total game-changer for Big Blue. Christian McCaffrey, with his versatility, could elevate the Giants' offense to new heights. Imagine Saquon Barkley sharing the backfield with McCaffrey, a duo that defenses would absolutely dread. The Giants have struggled on offense this season, ranking among the lower units in efficiency and explosiveness. Adding McCaffrey could boost their total yards per game from around 330 to close to 380, significantly improving their ability to sustain drives and create big plays. His presence would also open up opportunities for Daniel Jones, who's been solid but needs more weapons to truly excel. Let's talk numbers for a second. McCaffrey's 2025 stats are just as impressive, over 796 rushing yards with a 3.7 yards per carry average, along with 259 receiving yards and 2 receiving touchdowns. He's also been a reliable option in the red zone, with 40 red zone touchdowns in his career. His ability to stay healthy and produce at a high level has been remarkable, especially considering the wear and tear that comes with being a top-tier running back. The Giants, who have been desperate for a dynamic offensive weapon, could see their third-down conversion rate jump from 39% to over 54%. That's a huge boost for a team that's been stuck in neutral offensively. And don't forget the impact this could have on the Giants' overall defense. While McCaffrey's addition primarily boosts the offense, the increased offensive efficiency could help keep the defense rested and fresh, especially considering the injury concerns with players like Dexter Lawrence, who's been out for a few weeks with a fractured elbow, and Banks, who's battling a quad injury. With McCaffrey's ability to extend drives and keep the chains moving, the defense might get some much-needed relief, allowing them to focus on stopping the opposing offense more consistently. Now, what about the broader NFC picture? Well, if this move happens, it could send shockwaves through the conference. The 49ers are already a powerhouse, but losing McCaffrey would be a blow. They'd need to find other ways to compensate. For the Giants, Acquiring McCaffrey could be the missing piece that pushes them from a rebuilding team into serious playoff contenders. His ability to generate big plays on the ground and through the air would make the Giants' offense one of the most potent in the league. Looking at the odds, some betting sites like DraftKings are already pricing the Giants' Super Bowl chances at a staggering plus 100 before this potential move. If McCaffrey joins, those odds could tighten considerably, maybe to plus 30 or even better. His presence would be a true X-factor in the playoffs, especially with his clutch EPA per run and ability to perform in high-pressure situations. The Giants, currently sitting with a 2-10 record, would be looking at a complete resurgence, and McCaffrey could be the spark that ignites their postseason push. Of course, all this is speculative right now. The 49ers might be hesitant to give up such a key player, especially one as versatile and impactful as McCaffrey. They could decide to hold on to him and find other ways to improve their roster before the trade deadline. But the fact that this rumor is even floating around means we should keep a close eye on the situation. The NFL is full of surprises, and sometimes the most unexpected trades can reshape a team's fortunes overnight. For the Giants, this kind of move would be a statement. They're serious about contending again. It signals a willingness to make bold moves, to go all in for a shot at the postseason and beyond. With Daniel Jones, Saquon Barkley, and now possibly Christian McCaffrey, the Giants' offense could become one of the most dynamic in the league, capable of scoring from anywhere on the field on any given play. The fans would be ecstatic, and the NFC East rivals would have to scramble to keep up. And remember, McCaffrey isn't just a runner. He's a receiver, a red zone threat, and a player who can make defenders miss in tight spaces. His ability to generate yards after contact and his knack for big plays make him one of the most complete offensive weapons in the league today. If this move happens, it'll be a game changer not just for the Giants, but for the entire NFC playoff picture. So, in summary, while it's still just a rumor, the possibility of Christian McCaffrey joining the Giants is enough to get every fan's heart racing. It's the kind of move that could turn a rebuilding team into a legitimate Super Bowl contender in a heartbeat. The Giants have been searching for offensive consistency and explosiveness, and McCaffrey could be the piece that finally unlocks that potential. The NFL's landscape is always shifting, and as fans, we have to stay tuned because the next few weeks could bring some big surprises. Whether or not it materializes, one thing is for sure, Giants fans should be excited about the possibility of reinforcements that could change the course of this franchise's history. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest New York Giants news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, New York Giants fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential blockbuster? Do you think Christian McCaffrey would be the perfect fit for the Giants? Would he help turn this team into serious contenders? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Giants. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Giants news. This season might be far from over, and with moves like this, who knows? Maybe we're on the verge of witnessing a Giants renaissance that nobody saw coming. Let's keep the faith, stay loud, and keep supporting our team through thick and thin. The future could be brighter than ever, and it starts with the latest rumors and the hope that big changes are just around the corner. Thanks for sticking with me, and as always, let's go Giants.